Okay, I am back here on the same page. So this much we have discussed. Is it visible to all of you? दिख रहा है क्या सबको ये?
No, sir.
हाँ?
No, sir. No, sir.
It is not visible. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So let me come back in the meeting. Now I have to share present now entire screen. Okay, share. Okay.
Sir, your video is not.
Okay. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
ठीक है?
sir.
Okay, no problem. So this is the first adjustment at the time of change in profit sharing ratio that we make about the goodwill for the goodwill. Okay. Now second adjustment we have to make, that is the adjustment for reserves, comma, accumulated profits and losses. Okay, this is the second adjustment that we have to make at the time of change in profit sharing ratio. Adjustment for reserves, accumulated profits and losses. Okay. So now there are two options available. We have to follow according to the question. Number A, if partners decide to distribute reserves, accumulated profits and losses at the time of change in profit sharing ratio. This is the first condition. If the partner decide to distribute reserves, accumulated profits and losses at the time of change in profit sharing ratio. Means they want to close these accounts, they want to write it off from the books of accounts. So these were the old profits and which were earned by the partners before change in profit sharing ratio. So if they decide these profits can be distributed among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Okay, so we have to pass the entries. Number one, for distribution of reserves, है ना? These may be reserves means what are the reserves? One is the general reserve. Second one is the performance compensation fund. And third one is the investment fluctuation fund. These three reserves: general reserve, workman compensation fund, and investment fluctuation fund, and accumulated profits. That means credit balance of profit and loss account. Is it clear? This will be distributed. These are the reserves which are created out of profit. General reserve, workman compensation fund reserve, and investment fluctuation fund or reserve. Now, how to treat this two, workman compensation and fluctuation, investment fluctuation, that we will discuss later in this detail. So these all are the profits basically, na? And these are to be transferred to the partner's capital account or current account in their old profit sharing ratio. So what we will write the entry: general reserve account debit, or this may be their workman's compensation reserve or fund may be there, reserve account debit. Okay. Maybe investment fluctuation fund is also there. Investment fluctuation fund account debit. Okay. These will be debited
To partner capital
to
account.
all partners, है ना? Capital
Yes, sir.
of the current accounts. Old ratio. These will be transferred to their capital or current account in old ratio. This is the first entry. है ना? Is it clear? Partners may decide to distribute. So this will be the entry for distribution of profits. These are all profits, है ना? Reserves and all these. And second entry will be for distribution of accumulated losses. That is the debit balance of profit and loss account. ठीक है. अब आपको एक और अंडरस्टैंडिंग समझ में आना चाहिए. What is the important point? This what I have written here. Credit balance of profit and loss account, है ना? This, suppose you are given the balance sheet in the question, then this profit and loss account will be given to the, if it is a profit, it is given to the liability side. If you are given the balance sheet, then this profit and loss account will be written there. Debit credit will not be written in balance sheet. So if it is given in the liability side, it means it is a profit, and if it is given at the asset side, then you have to understand it is a loss. Okay. So there will be no mention about debit and credit. If balance sheet is given, simply you have to identify where it is given. If it is given to the asset side, then it is a loss, and if it is given to the liability side, then it is a profit. Is it clear? If without balance a question is given, then they will definitely mention the credit balance of profit and loss, or accumulated profit, or accumulated loss. This word will be mentioned. If it is not given in the form of balance sheet, then they will write this. If balance sheet is given in the question, then we have to see the both the sides of balance sheet. If profit and loss account is given to the liability side, it is a profit, accumulated profit, and if profit and loss given account is given to the asset side, it is a loss. So that loss will be distributed, reversing the previous entry, opposite of the previous entry. All partners capital oblique current accounts debit to profit and loss account. Old ratio. Okay, this will be the, these will be the two entries if partner decide to distribute the accumulated profits, losses, and reserves at the time of change in profit sharing ratio. Is it clear? Sairam? Vishwas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, little more discussion before going to the next method. Second option, option number B. This is the first option, that partner decide to distribute reserves and accumulated profits. First, let us discuss second option, then we will go for the treatment of this reserve. Different situations of workman compensation reserve and investment fluctuation reserve. So we will go for these situations later. So second option is what, number B. If partners decide not to distribute reserves, accumulated profits, and losses at the time of change in profit sharing ratio. They decide not to distribute, means continue with them. These balances will continue in the books of the firm. And what is the process? Same like the goodwill. Process is the same like the goodwill. तो क्या करोगे? What we will do? General reserve plus amount of workmen's compensation fund available to distribute amount of workmen's compensation fund available to distribute plus amount of investment fluctuation fund investment fluctuation fund available to distribute okay, minus accumulated loss or CCS asset. CCS assets. ठीक है? If any. If any. सेम जी यार, यहाँ भी लिख सकते हो आप इसको, जहाँ हमने लॉस लगा था ना ऊपर, कहाँ गया वो, दिस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ accumulated losses, है ना, accumulated losses and CCS assets, both are distributed in the same way. FICTI, AIOU as CCS assets like deferred revenue expenses, etc. They are also
Sir, meaning of deferred expenses.
Deferred revenue expenses. In 11th class, we discussed that there are two types of expenses: capital expenses and revenue expenses. Capital expenses means that amount is spent on acquisition or purchase of fixed assets, acquisition, expansion, or purchase of fixed assets, or construction or expansion or purchase of fixed assets. That is called capital expenses or capital expenditure. Revenue expenses are those expenses which are incurred in the day-to-day operations of the business. So revenue expenses benefit the firm for a year only. Maximum benefit of revenue expenses goes up to 1 year. That's why they are written off in the same accounting year. And capital expenditure benefit the firm for the long time. That's why it is treated as an asset, and its depreciation is charged every year. So broadly, there are two categories of expenses: capital expenditure and revenue expenses. But some expenses come or fall in between of these two. What happens sometimes, a revenue expense which normally benefit the firm for a year, sometimes is assumed to benefit the firm for more than 1 year. In that case, it is treated as a deferred revenue expense. It is revenue basically, by nature it's a revenue expenditure, but because its benefit will continue for more than 1 year, that's why it is to be written off in more than 1 year. It is not written off in 1 year, it is to be written off in more than 1 year. So that is treated as a, that is shown in the balance sheet as asset in the name of deferred revenue expenses. These are not basically assets. These are the expenses which are shown as the assets in the balance sheet. For example, a company is launching a new product, and at that time it spends a huge amount on advertisement campaign. So this company assumes that this advertisement campaign will benefit the product for next 3 years. So suppose company spent 3 lakh rupees on this advertisement campaign, and its benefit will continue for 3 years. In that case, 1 lakh rupee will be written off as a advertisement expenses in the current year's profit and loss account, and remaining 2 lakh rupees will be shown in the balance sheet as deferred advertisement expenses account. In the next year again 1 lakh will be written off, and 1 lakh will remain in the balance sheet. In the third year again 1 lakh will be written off as advertisement expenses, and it will be totally written off. So this type of expenses are called as deferred revenue expenses. Basically, they are the expenses but are shown in the asset side, so they are to be written off. And if there is change in the profit sharing ratio, they should be distributed like the losses among the partners. Okay, Sairam. ठीक है?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
these are the accumulated losses of fixed assets. So this we will do. है ना? What I am writing here is that if partners decide not to distribute reserves, accumulated profits and losses, what we have to do, we have to first add all these things. If given general ledger amount of workman compensation fund available to distribute, this we will discuss how to find out the amount, how much amount of workman compensation fund is available to distribute, and how much amount of investment fluctuation fund is available to distribute. That we will discuss later. So right now understand this much, that general ledger, workman compensation fund, investment fluctuation fund माइनस एनी अमाउंट ऑफ लॉस और फिक्स असेट्स, इसको माइनस कर दीजिए. तो जो अमाउंट आएगा उससे क्या करेंगे, नेट इक्वल टू व्हाट वी विल गेट इज इक्वल टू नेट नेट डिविजिबल अमाउंट, है ना, नेट डिविजिबल अमाउंट इनटू जो आपने गुडविल में किया था, सैक्रिफाइस पब्लिक गेन. समझ में आ रहा है क्या आपको? गुडविल में क्या है, गुडविल की अमाउंट निकाली थी हमने, गुडविल की अमाउंट निकाल के जो सैक्रिफाइस का गेन है उसको मल्टीप्लाई किया, उससे क्या गया था को जो गेनिंग पार्टनर है वो पे करेगा सैक्रिफाइसिंग पार्टनर को, है ना. समझ में आ रहा है क्या साईराम?
Yes, sir.
तो वही सेम अमाउंट सेम प्रोसेस यहाँ गया, हमने कुछ नहीं किया, सारा ऐड कर लिया, अगर लॉस है तो उसको माइनस कर दिया, अब उसको जो अमाउंट बचा उससे मल्टीप्लाई कर दिए सैक्रिफाइस और गेन को, और वही सेम एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री आ जाएगी जो आपने गुडविल में की है. नो चेंज इन दैट. बेसिकली एक ही एंट्री करते हैं हम लोग सबको मिला के, अगर ऐसा होता तो सारा मिला के एक ही एंट्री करते हैं. एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री क्या होती है, वो अभी जो कही थी आपने वो सेम एंट्री आएगी, गेनिंग पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट, गेनिंग पार्टनर्स कैपिटल ऑब्लिक करंट अकाउंट डेबिट, हाँ, टू sacrificing partners capital public current account. ठीक है, और sacrifice और gain. This we have to do if it is decided not to distribute the profits and losses or reserves at the time of change in profit sharing ratio. So these reserves will continue to be shown in the books of the firm as it is. ठीक है, ये समझ में आएगा ये वाला प्रोसेस? ठीक है, बाकी लोग
Yes,
तो हाँ भाई साईराम, only 2-3 students reply, others do not reply.
Yes,
ठीक है,
sir.
Sairam sir.
तो ये सेम प्रोसेस हो
Yes,
गया.
sir.
बेसिकली हम लोग अलग अलग एंट्री नहीं करते हैं. जैसे अगर ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं करना तो क्या करेंगे, आपने गुडविल ऑफ फर्म ले लिया है ना, फिर ये इसको भी जोड़ लिया, जो अमाउंट यहाँ पर आया हमारा ये नेट डिविजिबल अमाउंट आ गया, इसको भी जोड़ लिया और दोनों को जोड़ के ये वाला मल्टीप्लाई किया, सेक्रीफाइस और गेन, और एक ही एंट्री करते हैं सबको मिला के, है ना. बार बार दो दो एंट्री नहीं करते हैं कि गुडविल की अलग करेंगे इसकी. अगर ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं करना तो कॉमन एंट्री कर सकते हैं. तो गुडविल का अमाउंट सपोज करो आपका आया 10, 1 लाख गुडविल थी हमारे पास सपोज करो. जैसे गुडविल हमारी बची, फर्म की नई गुडविल आई थी 2 लाख रुपए मान लेते हैं, है ना. गुडविल है 2 लाख और ये क्या हो गया, एट द रेट आ गया. गुडविल 2 लाख है. ये जनरल लेजर हमारे पास बच गया सपोज करो, या दिया है हमारे पास जनरल लेजर में 1 लाख. ठीक है, बस दो ही चीजें दी है. तो सपोज करो दोनों का टोटल आ गया 3 लाख. तो ये टोटल 3 लाख को क्या करेंगे, टोटल 3 लाख आ गया. सपोज सेक्रीफाइस अगेन 1/10 आया, जो ए ने गेन किया बी ने सेक्रीफाइस किया है ना. तो 1/10 इसका निकालेंगे, वो आ गया 30,000. और ये 30,000 से एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री करेंगे, सेम जो आपने इसमें भी किया और उसके गुडविल में भी किया, सेम एंट्री किए. देखो ध्यान से उसमें एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री सेम for this distribution as well as for goodwill. So we don't pass separate entries. We will add these amounts and we will pass one entry, that is A's capital account debit to B's capital account. 30,000 rupees will be adjusted if this method is to be followed. But if we are asked to distribute, then we will pass these entries. First entry will be passed for general reserves and profits, and second entry will be passed if needed. If the accumulated losses are given or deferred revenue expenses are given, then we have to pass the second entry. ठीक है. So this way we will distribute the profits or losses at the time of change in profit sharing ratio. Now we have to discuss about two reserves. One is the workman compensation reserve and second one is the investment fluctuation reserve. Now one thing you should be clear that these reserves will come in all chapters. Okay, means in admission, retirement and death. So your concept is same in all these chapters. The concept will be applied is same. So from that point of view, you have to understand these reserves. So let us first take workman's compensation reserve. What is the workman compensation reserve? Can any of you define?
Reserve for work if any worker got injury, so in order to compensate him.
So every company maintains a reserve that is called as workman's compensation reserve. Sometimes what happens, some employee is injured or died because of the during the work, on work, and in that case, these employees can ask for compensation from the company. So to meet that liability of compensation to be paid to the employees, companies normally create a fund that is called as workman's compensation fund. It is created out of revenue profits. So basically it is a revenue reserve or revenue profit that is transferred to the workman's compensation reserve. Okay. So when there is a change in profit sharing ratio, there may be three situations. Number one situation is what? Number A, no claim is there against workman's compensation fund. Are you understanding? No claim is there, no claim is pending means nothing is to be paid, no claim is to be paid. कोई लाइबिलिटी नहीं है हमारे पास, किसी को कोई कंपनसेशन नहीं देना है. ठीक है. तो क्या करेंगे हम इसको, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट फुल अमाउंट of वर्कमैन कॉम्पेंसेशन फंड, ठीक है। नो क्लेम देन डिस्ट्रीब्यूट फुल अमाउंट। अब ये क्या आ गया जो मैंने लिखा था ना, ऊपर देखो उसमें लिखा था अमाउंट अवेलेबल टू बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड, लिखा है ना, देखो ये लिखा था हमने कि अमाउंट ऑफ वर्कमैन फंड अवेलेबल टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट, समझ में आया? कैन यू कोरिलेट? जब नो क्लेम देन टोटल अमाउंट विल बी एडेड हियर, ये पूरा अमाउंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए अवेलेबल है। इज इट क्लियर और नॉट? हाँ जी।
Yes,
तो
sir.
वर्कमैन कॉम्पेंसेशन 2 लाख है और हमारे पास कोई क्लेम नहीं, तो पूरा 2 लाख बांट देंगे, ठीक। अब सेकंड कंडीशन है if claim is less than workman compensation fund, claim is less than workman compensation fund, क्या करेंगे? डिफरेंस अमाउंट will be distributed, डिफरेंस अमाउंट विल बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड। जैसे 2 लाख का फंड है और क्लेम 1 लाख का ही है, तो 1 लाख रुपए हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देंगे, ठीक है। स्पीक प्लीज, रिप्लाई, इज इट राइट?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
थर्ड कंडीशन में भी देयर amount of workman compensation fund is equal to claim, no amount will be distributed, ठीक है। अगर दोनों बराबर है, जितने का फंड है उतने का ही क्लेम है, तो कोई अमाउंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं करेंगे, है ना, बिकॉज जितने का फंड है उतना क्लेम में जा रहा है, तो हमारे पास कोई बचा ही नहीं डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए। और चौथा होता है if claim amount is more than workman compensation fund is available. In the fourth situation, so this extra amount will be debited to realize revaluation account and there will be ultimately debited to partners capital account. कैसे आएगा वो एंट्री लिखाऊंगा तो समझ में आएगा आपको, है ना। Debited to revaluation account, इतनी समझ लीजिए, अभी आप एंट्री लिखेंगे समझ में आएगा पूरा। क्या फोर सिचुएशंस, नो क्लेम फुल अमाउंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर दीजिए, claim is less than workman compensation fund, different amount will be distributed, amount of is equal to claim, no amount will be distributed, and है ना। तो देखो इसमें एंट्री क्या होती है, इसमें क्या एंट्री करेंगे फर्स्ट कंडीशन में, इसकी बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग, इसको अगर ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है तब की बात कर रहे हैं, समझ में आ रहा है क्या आपको?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
पहली कंडीशन थी इसमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूट, उसकी बात कर रहे हैं, अगर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट नहीं करना तो उतने ही अमाउंट को ऐड कर लेंगे, बस बात वही है ना। एंट्री क्या होगी फर्स्ट कंडीशन में, वर्कमैन कॉम्पेंसेशन फंड अकाउंट डेबिट to all partners capital oblique current accounts, ठीक है। all partners capital oblique current accounts, सेम ओल्ड रेशो में, ठीक है। This will be the entry, full amount will be distributed। हाँ जी। सेकंड एंट्री क्या है, अगर लेस देन है तो क्या करोगे आप, workman's compensation fund account debit to workman's compensation fund claim account to all partners capital public current accounts. ठीक है, रिमेनिंग अमाउंट समझ में आ गए। ये सपोज करो ये हमारे पास 2 लाख रुपए थे फंड में, फंड अवेलेबल 2 लाख, एंड हमको मालूम चला कि क्लेम जो पे करना है वो 1 लाख का है, तो जो बचा हुआ जो 1 लाख है वो पार्टनर्स में बांट देंगे इंडिविजुअली, उनका नाम लिख के एस कैपिटल अकाउंट, बीस कैपिटल अकाउंट, सीस कैपिटल अकाउंट, वॉट एवर इज द ओल्ड रेशो, इन दैट रेशो इट विल बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड। ठीक है, ओल्ड रेशो में आ गया क्या अपना साईराम?
यस सर।
ठीक है, अब थर्ड कंडीशन क्या थी? ठीक है, नीचे व्हाट इज थर्ड कंडीशन? थर्ड कंडीशन है नंबर सी थी, थर्ड कंडीशन है ना। नंबर सी पे क्या था? अमाउंट है ये ना, अमाउंट लिखा था, कट गया, लेट मी टाइप इट। अमाउंट ऑफ वर्कमैन कॉम्पेंसेशन फंड इज इक्वल टू, तो नो एंट्री विल बी नीडेड फॉर दिस, इसमें कोई एंट्री नहीं करना, हमको कुछ भी नहीं करना है, ये तो अपने पड़ा रहेगा वहीं पर, क्लेम में चला जाएगा अपने आप, तो वी विल नॉट नीड एनी एंट्री टू देयर, है ना। यहाँ पर क्या करोगे, इसमें कंडीशन में एंट्री होगी जब आपका वो कम है, तो वर्कमैन कॉम्पेंसेशन फंड अकाउंट डेबिट, ठीक है। उसके बाद आएगा रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिट, टू वर्कमैन्स कॉम्पेंसेशन फंड क्लेम अकाउंट, ठीक है, क्लेम अकाउंट। और दूसरी एंट्री करनी पड़ेगी इसमें आपको, ये तो नंबर 1 हो जाएगी यहाँ पर। ठीक है, से आवाज आ रही है? दूसरी एंट्री हो जाएगी यहाँ पर ऑल पार्टनर्स कैपिटल पब्लिक करंट अकाउंट डेबिट टू रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट। अगर आप देखेंगे इफेक्ट इसका तो क्या हो गया, रिवॉल्यूशन को अगर हटा देंगे तो एंट्री क्या बच रही है आपके पास, पार्टनर्स कैपिटल करंट अकाउंट डेबिट टू वर्कमैन कॉम्पेंसेशन क्लेम, यानी जो क्लेम का कम पैसा पड़ेगा वो पार्टनर से ले लेंगे। तो दी आर द एंट्रीज व्हिच वी हैव टू पास इन डिफरेंट कंडीशंस ऑफ वर्कमैन कॉम्पेंसेशन फंड। अब सेकंड मेथड अगर यूज करेंगे तो पहले मेथड में पूरा अमाउंट ऐड करेंगे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए, इस मेथड में जो डिफरेंस है उसको ऐड करेंगे, 2 लाख माइनस 1 लाख 1 लाख ऐड करेंगे। तीसरे मेथड में कुछ भी ऐड नहीं करेंगे उस अमाउंट में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने में, जो एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री करेंगे उसके लिए। चौथे में जो डिफरेंस है उसको माइनस करेंगे, जो जनरल रिजर्व दिया होगा उससे माइनस करके तब डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेबल अमाउंट निकालेंगे। तो दिस इज फॉर द सेकंड व्हेन रिजर्व्स आर नॉट टू बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड। ठीक है साईराम? तो नॉर्मली दिस कंडीशन इज गिवन और सेकंड कंडीशन इज गिवन। नॉर्मली इन नॉर्मल केसेस these two conditions are given, but these also may be there, so we should be ready for this, but normally in most of the questions either first only or first and second conditions are given. Okay, we will continue to discuss in the next class. I think time will be over. Okay. Okay, it is already 41, so I am stopping sharing. Okay, and I am coming back to the meet. Okay, Sairam. Now,
Ram sir.
tomorrow I think I don't have any class for you. Thursday, no, sorry, Friday. Okay, there is one class of BS, last class of BS. Okay, so then we will decide what to discuss. Same topic will be continue or BS new chapter is to be started, that is planning. Business environment. Now I am stopping recording and you can leave the meeting. I will leave at last.